Well, there was some news out of Stillwater today that was unfortunate for many people.
Very unfortunate.
I'm trying to get there here real quick, but A.J. Ferrari, the stud wrestler at Oklahoma State, national champion his freshman year.
Undefeated as sophomore until injured in a car wreck.
Yeah,
number one ranked in the country.
Had a great chance of being a four-time champion, but he has been released. He's been removed from the Oklahoma State wrestling program after, and that was the news from Coach John Smith, and then the news came out a little bit later on, a report from the Stillwater Police Department that reads, they put a narrative on Saturday, July 2nd at 4 o'clock. Stillwater Police Department responded to a report of sexual assault investigation that occurred within our jurisdiction. The suspect in this case has been identified as Albert James Ferrari Jr., A.J. Ferrari. The case is currently under investigation by a criminal investigations unit. Stillwater Police Department is committed to thoroughly investigating these cases. Once the investigation is complete, the case will be submitted to the Payne County District Attorney's Office for consideration of filing charges. So no charges have been filed yet, but it sure does sound like those are coming.
Did you read the statement of his attorney?
I have not heard that.
I'll read this. Attorney for Ferrari issued the following statement. The allegations against AJ are false. It is unfortunate that a student athlete can become a target primarily because of their status as an elite athlete. AJ is cooperating with law enforcement and is confident the truth will come out. He appreciated his time at Oklahoma State, but he and the university mutually agreed a change was appropriate. So their spin is they mutually agreed that he wasn't kicked, but they both agreed to move on. And I will say this, if these are true, I want him to get everything that's possible under the letter of the law. But everybody needs to breathe. Everybody needs to breathe because we've somehow ended up in a country and in a society where if somebody accuses you of something, then you're automatically guilty.
There's no due process. You have to, it's not innocent to prove guilty. It's guilty until you prove innocent.
Right. And so I just think, and listen, I have no dog in this fight. I mean, I'm a wrestling fan. I hate to see it as a sports fan, but I'm a human being. And if it's true, trust me, I really don't care what you are. I mean, if you do those kind of things, you deserve to go to prison. In my opinion, forever. I don't want anybody like that walking the planet.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with that for me, but it is, but boy, we jump to condemnation awful quick.
Yeah.
Well, and
let's not forget the basketball player. It was at Oklahoma State years ago.
Williams.
That was accused of this, went to trial for this,
Brian Williams,
and was absolutely
cleared.
Well, not only that, it was proven that there was some misbehavior on with some people that shouldn't have been misbehaving.
Gotcha.
I mean, so it's, and that young man's life was destroyed.
Yep.
Was absolutely destroyed. So I'm not saying, I mean, listen, it's just too early. It's just too early right now. Yeah. We don't know. We don't know.
Just put it if we were wrongfully accused like that, but would we be able to live in the town that we live in now? It'd be hard to go through life.
Well, 5-6 years ago, somebody in town made something up about me.
Right.
And I mean, I was freaking, because there's nothing, there's nothing you can say about it. And so I found out who it was, and I just called him direct and just confronted him. And of course they said, "Oh no, I've never done that." Yeah. But it's just, so anybody can be accused of anything. Now, the thing I was accused of was so left field, it was stupid. But still, you can be accused of anything. I mean, I could literally go on Facebook right now and say,
easy.
Jim Smith. No, there is a Jim Smith. Sorry, Jim. John Q. Public has took advantage of me in a business situation and then came over and threatened my life, and then did, and at least I guarantee you a large percentage of people, once they read it in today's world, will think it's true. It doesn't have to be an ounce of truth to it.
Here's another example here, Cousin Nate. Same thing happened to Rodney Anderson at OU, and evidence proved the victim lied about it. It should always be innocent until proven guilty.
And that's what I'm saying, Cousin Nate. I mean, I just think there's, we got to be careful. Obviously, if these are proven to be true, he should be punished to the full extent of the law.
At him. Absolutely.
But just remember, there is due process.
Yep.
So, and I could see, because some people say, well, then why did they kick him? Well, once this is out there, AJ Ferrari knows my time here is over.
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be the whispering and the stuff, and so he can't stay here anyway. If he's innocent or not, he can't stay here. Not being and he signed a big NI deal with the WWE too.
Yep.
So he may just, unfortunately, for those of us that are wrestling fans, this might accelerate his entry into the WWE. He might just hang up amateur wrestling and just go make
if the WWE is willing to take that on.
Yeah.
Well, if he's proven innocent,
correct.
They would.
Yes.
Yeah, they definitely.
then I
would.
think if he's sitting there, he's going, okay, do I want to go to another school where there's going to be people whispering about this the rest of my life, and there's going to be protests, and there's going to be all this crap, whether it's true or not, or do I just want to go make money?
Yep.
I mean,
if you're the WWE, you have this discussion right now.
It's a conversation, right?
Yeah.
Whether or not it's worth it. So it's a messed up deal. It's sad. There's rumors about other stuff, not pertaining to him, but other stuff. But yeah, Nate just asked. I wonder if they'll lose his brother also now. Yeah, probably so, Nate.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. I would stay. I'd stay glued to the TV. I think there's probably some more stuff coming down here in the next couple days.
Yeah.
But so anyway, it's just a sad deal. Very sad deal.
AJ Ferrari no longer with the Oklahoma State wrestling program, removed today by head coach John Smith.
And my first gut reaction when I heard this, you handed me, because you wanted to ruin my lunch, so you handed me this. And my comment was, well, if John Smith's not somebody that would have just said, get him out of here.
Even if he was on the JV team.
No.
Yeah. This is like all-American.
I mean, John.
Legend.
And John's, I think he's the best coach on campus at Oklahoma State. Now, I'm partial, but I believe that. And a good man, and I think he's probably privy to details, obviously, that nobody else is at this stage.
Yeah.
And so it really is either that the Ferrari family and the university made a collective decision that it's best we all move on. This is not true, but this stone's been cast, unfortunately, and we got to deal with it as a family. And then there's a younger kid. There's three of those Ferrari boys. There's another kid that I believe there's three of them, isn't there? I think there's a young one that just won a state title at Stillwater that's a sophomore also.
And here's a guy at Ferrari, if he thinks I'm 100% totally innocent, none of this is any true, but my coach and my athletic director and all these other people don't believe me, then
I'm out.
How do you stay?
You don't.
If you
I mean, that's it's just, I don't know. You can either assume the best or you can assume the worst, I guess, or you can be neutral in something like this. I just choose to be neutral until we have more facts.
Yeah.
Let law enforcement do their job. Let everybody investigate. If there is a smoking gun there, a lot of times these situations end up being something in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Where there many times, and we've heard, we've heard reports that the young lady in question is a minor. Don't know if that's true or not, but those reports are flying around out there. So there's just a lot of variables. I would just say let the process work. It's unfortunate. There's no winners in this. If this did occur, then God bless the young lady. It's horrible. Prosecute him with everything you got.
Yep.
If it's not accurate, then that'll come out as well, I believe.
And throw the book at her.
And, well, you should. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Often, but
people's lives get ruined over these accusations.
I know.
And it'll come down to District 9, Payne, Logan County District Attorney's Office, Laura Austin Thomas, who will make the ultimate decision of charges are filed or not. So
I've always
that's interesting.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is Laura lives in Stillwater, right? Doesn't she live in Stillwater?
No, she lives in Logan County.
Is it over by Stillwater though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But because it's Payne and Logan County, right?
District 9.
District 9. But I always thought, how difficult would it be to be an OSU fan? And I don't know if Laura is or she is.
I don't know either.
But I know when Rob Hudson had that job, Rob is definitely an Oklahoma State fan.
Yes.
Oklahoma State proud, Oklahoma State grad.
He was on ESPN with the Eddie Sutton deal.
But that's my whole point. he's dealt with some hot potatoes where nobody loves that university any more than Rob Hudson.
Yep.
And we've talked to him about it before, just had conversations just as friends, and impossible. I mean, that would be so hard, be so hard. And he, of course, adored Coach Sutton. And, when everything happened at the end of his career, that was a tough deal. And to go through the deal with Sean that he did. Of course, Sean's redeemed himself and corrected the course and is doing great things now, and that's what you want to see. But yeah, so hopefully the truth will come out. That's the most important thing at this point. And whichever way that falls, then we need to make sure whoever the victim is, that they're loved on and supported and taken care of.